that's new here, I struggle awful with my gut. I get very bad distension and have done for numerous years, but in the last maybe like 8 months it's gotten like progressively worse, and this is an example. And then it can just become triggered. Once it's triggered, it will last all day, sometimes into the next day, but normally I wake up the next morning and it's just gone. So I've swapped GPs because my GP originally wasn't helpful at all. Swapped GPs. My new GP is going down the medical route to see if there's anything going on. They think I might have IBS. Even if I do have IBS, there's nothing you can do about it. The only thing different is I'll know what I'm managing. So I decided to take things into my own hands and started looking into what I can do to help. And I decided I was going to get a colonic done and kind of start. My idea was to start from scratch with my gut health, is to detox my gut completely because it's so toxic, and then start building the good bacteria up from the ground up, kind of a thing. That's the aim. So I went and I met the lovely Caroline in the Ultimate Health Clinic, and I went for a consultation first because, being honest, someone had recommended it to me and I was like, that's not for me. Like, I don't want, that's not my vibe. And then I got to a stage where I was desperate and I was like, do you know what? Like, I'm cutting something down without actually even knowing much about it. So I went in to meet Caroline and she explained it to me, like what it was, how it works, and the benefits of it and all of this kind of thing. And I was like, do you know what? This is what I need to do. I need to get rid of all the bad bacteria. Why am I trying to fix something when it's so toxic? Like, how is anything meant to absorb into my system when it's that bad? So went and I did the consultation, and then I booked in then for the actual Colonic. With how much it was like a treatment. I thought it was going to be a bit more like, even the clinic itself, I thought it was going to be like more clinical, which made me nervous. But when I went in and it's so nice inside there, I was like, okay, this is fine. Now I did obviously get a bit of a nervous tummy, so I went Monday for the Colonic, and beforehand I think I was just catastrophizing how it was going to be and how it was all going to work, and I was kind of getting into my head a little bit about it and stuff like that. But once I arrived, I was like, this is going to be fine. Just pull yourself together. It's going to be fine. And I was so reassured even in there. So Trish does the kind of running up the front, and then Caroline did my treatment for me. And both of them are just so, they were so blasé about what I was getting done that it makes you really comfortable and really reassured that it's no big deal, that kind of way. So instantly I felt better, super helpful. So went, got the treatment done. It was about, I'm going to say maybe 45 minutes. You're not rushed one bit. You are literally left to your own devices when at the end, when you need to, there's no panic to be racing out of there after the treatment. And that was lovely because I felt like I could have time to just do my own thing. Sorry, obviously I won't go into the details of what they'll be doing, because that's obviously not for online. But I left and I was like, I feel amazing. And it was, when I left, I felt healthy. I felt detoxed, which was crazy because the way I would always describe my stomach is it's there's a constant anchor in there. There's a constant weight in my gut all the time. And I just felt so light leaving. And it was the wildest feeling. Then that I was told to do was have a light dinner, start the probiotics. I didn't train the next day because I just kind of felt I was I'm just going to give my body a sec, that kind of way. So I didn't train the next day. Now I think it says 24 hours on the aftercare sheet, no vigorous exercise and stuff like that. Now I didn't like that. I didn't mind taking a rest day anyway. But yeah, since then, I was kind of, the few days after, I did feel a little tired. I wasn't sure if that was just because I was busy or was it as a result of the Colonic. But now I find I'm getting cramps in my stomach, but not in a bad way. I feel things are actually starting to work again, which sounds mental, but I get gurgling now in my stomach and that cramps and things, but it feels positive, not the way I would have experienced the cramps before. I feel things are falling back into place a bit. They're so good. I've had no like zero negative side effects to it. I feel like what's happening, like all the noise in my stomach and stuff, like they had told me that like you will, like you can like your stomach might be a bit gurgly and stuff like that for the few days after, but like I just feel like it's in a good way. I feel like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I feel like it's like on, like I feel like my gut has been turned on. So I'm going to do a few sessions of it because obviously they can't like do it all in one go. So I'm back again. Our schedules kind of clashed a little, but I'm back, I think it's the next week or the following week for my second session. And like when it's all done, what's that charger battery in the car? It's not my new car now, it's a work car. But where was I? See the actual benefits from it, because I feel like I have gained benefits from it like already. And I'm still taking the gut health, the FemFuels gut health and the FemFuels greens, because I just think they're such an incredible product. Like I cannot get over the difference I've noticed from taking them, and I'm only taking them what, 3, maybe 4 weeks